Welcome to Hi guys, welcome to AR Sports. And well, on today's edition, we're going to dissect um the failure of Nigeria to make it to the World Cup. And if there's anything I'm going to tell you guys is please you just have to be calm. I understand how disappointed you are, but it is what it is. It is what it is. If you are naked, you don't put hands in your pocket because you're bringing out nothing. Truth be told, for some time now, we really don't have it. We really don't have it. That's just the truth. We really don't have it, and except we are deceiving ourselves. If you notice the match against Equatorial Guinea, sorry, against Gabon, I didn't analyze that match. I'll just watch it to see what will be the outcome, to see if we stand a chance of qualifying. But after watching the match, I was not convinced because if we're a serious team, in first half, we should have been out of sight. Would have reserved our energy and make some substitution and then play Gabon. Gabon did Gabon did their job against Cameroon. DR Congo did their job against Cameroon in under 90 minutes. They won their match under 90 minutes. So they saved themselves that energy of stressing, going through extra time and all this thing. They didn't. They didn't. And they have a clear pattern of play. They were fearless. And if you follow DR Congo during the qualifiers, man, you will know that these guys are damn good. These guys are damn good. They know football. They know football. If not for Senegal, they would have qualified outright. But the Senegalese team, that team is top notch. They're just simply the best in Africa for now. So the match against DR Congo, I knew it was going to be very tough. We were lucky to score early, and if you score early, what are you supposed to do? Ensure you get the second goal. Go out for a kill. We didn't kill the game, and if you watch, you will see that even the equalizer we considered. You saw what Kevin Bassi did. I wonder why Bassi is not decisive on who he wants to pass the ball to. Just took the ball, rushed there, lost the ball in the middle, and then there was a turnover. Even at that, indeed, he should have done better. When that guy laid that ball, it will slide. We've seen Carvalho, we've seen other great defender. You slide and wipe that ball to throw to corner kick. But I didn't know what he was thinking. In that awkward position, whether you want to trap that ball and turn, you don't do that. You slide and you get that. Just let the ball just hit you and roll across to throwing, to corner or even to throwing anywhere the ball goes to, but just make you turn it away from the face of the goal. It didn't. And the moment those guys scored, I knew we had a long day. Just sit down. Maybe if you didn't watch the ball very well, go and watch it again. You will see these guys were not tired. For 120 minutes, they were not tired. They were playing and playing and playing. Because you have that Benjamin Frederick. That their number 11. That guy wants to kill. He wants to kill it. But the guy was resolute. He was good in his tackle. He was good with his choice of a decision making. It was difficult. This guy came all out. I understand when our coach lost it and was trying to fight somebody. But I forget, voodoo or no voodoo. When I was growing up watching football in those early days, I watched Tunisia 94 between Nigeria and Ivory Coast. And during the start of the match, when players were shaking hands, some guys were running and touching Rashidi Yekini. They were just touching him with voodoo and all those things. And then according to story that we later had, if Yekini had a chance, if you want to shoot, you only see one goal post. You only see one post. So he doesn't know whether it's going straight or he'll shoot it to go out. So that he keeps shooting and then he still got a goal. So bottom line is that we won that game. Voodoo or no voodoo. You understand? If you get your job done, the issue of voodoo does not even come in at all. It doesn't come in. All you need to do is just get your job done. Unfortunately, I forgive him for the match against Zimbabwe because he shouldn't have started Trust Econ because he cost us that game, whether you like it or not. Because if you watch that game very well, On 4 occasions, he was caught nappy. The guy ran him for pace. He ran him for pace, and it continues. And the fourth time, the guy was lucky. Watch that go after we have scored and we are celebrating, just waiting for a few minutes, just 2 minutes to the end of the final whistle. The guy was faster. He just nicked the ball off him and scored. That 2-point drop against Zimbabwe was what brought us to where we are. Forget about those earlier mess ups. They're already there. He was brought in for a reason. If we had won that game, I would have nicked South Africa to it by a point. Would have qualified outright. But truth be told, we are not good enough. We are not good enough. We are not good enough. I pity someone like Victor Osimhen, because that's the only guy that plays with all his heart. You could see, and people like Olaina. Unfortunately, Olaina too is injured, and he didn't even, get to play the last edition. But now that we are finally out, we really need to sit down and have some conversation, because the people managing our football, we need to take a look at them. What have you managed before? What have you managed? What have you successfully managed before? What? Because we see some people that cannot even manage a club side. We see some ex-players that are struggling with managing a club side. We understand, yes, the structure are not like that of Europe, but then if you are appointed, and if a governor trusts you and appoints you, okay, come and be the TM of this club, or come and be the GM of this club, or come and be the chairman of this club, and you have all the powers, to do the day-to-day management, you should be able to suggest and structure the club to run, professionally with the way true clubs are run. How many have done that? How many club owners has been able to convert their club into money-making machines? There was a time we have MFN. They came, with all the fanfare, and they got relegated. Where are they now? We don't know. Ikorodu United are doing a good job. Some guys, have come together to try to run the club professionally. They are trying. But I just hope sustainability is what I'm looking at. Having their own stadium, even if it is 10,000 capacity or 15,000 capacity around the Ikorodu area, and to be able to collect gate fee, advertising, and other logistics, and other money that can come in. If you have your own stadium, it will save you a lot of, even if it's 10,000 capacity, it will save you a whole lot of good. All you need to do is to have a good pitch, have the camera, have everything, a floodlight that is FIFA standard, so that any match can be played there. You will not be asked to leave your home and go and be playing in Uyo when you are based in Lagos. No. Your stadium should be where you should be playing. That's how it runs. That's how it works. So now we need to really take a look at those that run our football, because I feel if you really have a proper people that run football, we shouldn't be where we are. Because if you look at that team, our midfield need upgrade. Our midfield need upgrade. If you have a good midfield, our defense is not that bad. Our midfield need a good upgrade, because if you pass by, apart from Iwobi that I see that try to move, give forward passes, I'm not seeing it from others. The midfield is not bossy, it's not commanding enough. That's the challenge. I want to see a midfield that dictates football, that runs a game, that can make. I've watched people like that Sunday Olise played football. So I know what a defensive midfielder looks like. When Olise raises his head up, he knows where to find Rashidi Yekini with the pass. And I was just looking at watching one of his interviews, and he was saying, Victor Osimhen is a great striker, that he wish it was during his time he's able to play with the guy, that the guy for score goal tire, because he knows the guy is a runner, he can find him with those balls. And if you watch Nigerian Zaire, which is the current DR Congo now, in those days, if you watch, that's the 1994, if you see Olise pass to Yekini, through ball, he used outside of his foot to control it, and one touch, it was inside. We've seen Olise against Senegal when he gave Agawa that true pass. We need real midfielders, and I expected over time Nigeria had some low-hanging fruit that we should have plucked, but the NFF, I don't know what they were doing. Is it all after allowances? I don't get it, because we have a player like Kayode at Brentford. This guy is another Rory Delap of the EPL. If you remember Rory Delap of Stoke City, that's the father of Leon Delap. That guy is a throw master. Apart from playing football, the guy is good. Throwing has become a weapon. that Brentford have used to destroy so many teams. We have Kayode, who is a Nigerian by blood. All you need to do is to lobby this guy. You have a chance to play at the World Cup, because this guy has played for the Junior Azuris. But then you convince it, he can play for the main team. He can play for Nigerian team. You have the chance of going to the World Cup. Bring him in. If it means involving the presidency, you can do it. If a president of your country calls you, guy, come and represent the country, that guy won't say no. He's an Omolu. He won't say no. We have Leslie Ugochukwu. We saw how good he was at Chelsea in the preseason before he was loaned out, because he was having some injury issue. But so far, this guy has stayed fit. You need somebody like that with good techniques, good height, good physical presence in the middle. Get in touch, bring him in. We went to sleep. We went to sleep. And look at the result. 2 consecutive times, we are not going to the World Cup. In the group that have just South Africa, Benin Republic, Lesotho, Rwanda, Nigeria could not qualify. Go for playoff for where you were bossed around by DR Congo. Yes, you may say, DR Congo. No. Go and take a look at that DR Congo team. Before, once I saw the lineup, I have to run through, do a background check. Man, these guys were good. Tonzebi, Burnley, that from Manchester United Academy, played for Manchester United, went to Aston Villa on loan. Now he's in Burnley, playing week in, week out. Very good guy, good height. Wan-Bissaka, he needs no introduction. Charles Bemba, these are guys that play week in, week out for Lille. And then Sadiki for Sunderland. If you are watching Sunderland, you should be seeing Sadiki. And then Bakambu, if you watch Villarreal, you should see these guys check. Most of them are professionals, and these are guys that play in, week out for their club side. They got the job done. And I see them qualifying for the World Cup because they have what it takes. Don't forget, their main man, Wissa, is out injured. So imagine if Wissa had played yesterday, maybe before 90 minutes, they are finishers. And even if you watch the substitution the 2 coaches made, you could say that they are more effective in their substitution. They were better off. And when they took out their main goalkeeper and brought in this other one, it reminds me of Vincent Enyama and Dele Ayenugba in Enyimba. Because as at that time, before Vincent later became good in his penalty shootout, in penalty stop shots, Ayenugba was better in catching penalty. They call him Dele the Cat Ayenugba. So when you play 2 minutes to go, they remove Inyama and bring in Dele Ayenugba. And he won the trophy for Imba. So it's not about sacking the coach. Sack the coach. If you sack the coach, you're only just hiding your incompetence. The NFF, they need to answer to Nigerians because they messed up big time. World Cup that we are not there the last time. This time it should have been a national emergency. Everything would have been done to ensure that we qualify for the World Cup. But they treated you with levity. Today you give this person a job. Tomorrow you sack this one. Next tomorrow you bring this one. And then now you'll be pricing the crayfish salary. You'll be offering. Come on. I think whoever is watching this video, if you have access to the presidency, please tell our president, football is one thing that unites us. It's when we are playing football. If you watch that game yesterday, I believe even in the villa, everywhere, everybody's watching the Nigerian game. Prayers, sometimes it works, but when you pray and after you've done your hard work, then God gives you the luck. That's how it works. DR Congo, we are better. Technically, they were better. Athleticism, they were better. They are better athletes. Those guys could run. You could see that 120 minutes, these guys were running. I thought they would even defeat us before the 120 minutes. But we had the luck to take it to extra time. And then the strikers who could have played the penalty, most of them were solved. And then the defenders step up. Man, it was a mess. Let us not lie. Our football have gone down. And it's time now. We have to look straight up and ask ourselves the hard questions. The people at NFF, the presidency need to do something and do it quick. We have to be decisive. if we want to save our football. Under 17 World Cup, we are not there. Under 20, we managed, but we didn't go anywhere. And the men senior World Cup, nowhere. We are nowhere to be found. Just nowhere to be found. When African were given 9 slots, and if DR Congo go ahead to qualify, that will be 10. Nigeria is nowhere. 9. The giant of Africa. We know when you talk of football, we know when Nigeria rules, but we're no more there. Then we have to do everything it takes to get us back. But then we need to reorganize our house, put the NFF in order, get people who understand football on how to bring us back to where we belong. It's not all about traveling and getting extra code and making money and all this and collecting FIFA grant. No. You need people that know football, that knows football, that understand how logistics are put in place for qualifiers, for matches, how bonuses are paid. Even if the money is not readily available, they will know how to source the money and get it paid. And when the grant comes, you can always pay back. You must not owe your player. You must not wait for them to complain about their bonuses so that you tag them that they're not patriotic. This has happened. We saw it played out in Burkina Faso 2002, only for people like Olise and others that qualified us for the World Cup. They were booted out, and then new set of people were brought in, and then we went and messed up at Japan, Korea 2002. So high time we sit down and we tell ourselves it has not worked. It has not worked. So we need to get it to work. The presidency have to come in. You must not be afraid of FIFA sanction. There are so many ways to kill a rat. After all, FIFA claimed that they were an independent entity. They cannot be tempered by government, blah, blah, blah. But when they denied, when US lost the hosting rights to Qatar, they went behind, used their FBI, get FIFA officials arrested for corruption. And we know what happened to Jack Warner and Co. and Seblata and blah, blah, and the rest. They got them out. They intervened. And today, FIFA is different. We have new leadership. If they had not intervened, those old men would have still been there running things. You know, we understand how it affected them, Adamu, Jack Warner, Seblata, and Co. If you understand that, we know what to do. We know what to do. We have the EFCC, we have the NFIU. You know where to touch. You know where to touch light. The lacuna will be there, and you'll be able to get these guys out and put people that understands football, that understand how to run day to day. It's not about being an ex-player or not. It's all about knowing how to manage football, understanding logistics, understanding what meaning is, understanding what national pride is. When people lost a match, when nation lost match, they cry. Why fans were crying? Man, those guys no sense now. Those guys no sense. We watch how clubs are relegated and you see fans crying. We understand what passion means. We understand what football means. Growing up as a child, Saudi 89, Algiers 90, Senegal 92, US 94, Tunisia 94, US 94, Atlanta 96. We've watched competition over and over, and the famous victory over Spain in 1998 World Cup, that Olise cracker, that shot that beat Zubizarreta in goal, we understand what it means to us. We know how we celebrated it. Oju Zokalu ensuring that Nigeria wins the elusive CAF Champions League. The Nigerian clubs are winning the elusive CAF Champions League back to back, not just once, back to back. It means a lot. I became a fan of the local league. I sat down and watched the local league every weekend to see how Enyimba are able to push through and won this game and brought that cup home. If you are new here, this AR Sports. Thanks for the subscribers. Want to tell, intend to tell others. I'm grateful. Man, I have to get myself together and get this video done. But I'm so disappointed. But I didn't allow it to play too much in my head because I know very well that we are not good enough. The people managing us are not good enough. Some of the guys playing for us are not good enough. Truth be told now, truth be told, except maybe you just started watching football. There was a time during our time when we were watching ball, Peter Rufai was there as the #1 goalkeeper. We have Wilfred Agbonivare. We have Emmanuel Okala. We have, in every position, you have guys. Benny Roha, Chidinwanu, Uche Okafor, Uche Okechukwu. You have these guys. Dan Amokachi, Finidi George, Samson Siasia, Mutu Adepoju. You have Rashidi Yekini. You have Mike Emenalo. You have so many guys that some could not even make the 22-man squad. And you feel, oh, sorry for this guy, he couldn't make it. But he's so good, but he just couldn't make it. There was a time Wilson Oroma was finding it difficult to play because Jeje Okocha was there. But look at where we find ourselves today. Thank you, guys. Enjoy your week. We'll give you some other updates as we move along. Thank you. We love our country. We want the best for our country. Thank you, Nigeria. We hope to do better next time. Love you guys. Arafat signing out.